All right, it's almost Thanksgiving, which means you're going to want to cook a turkey, and that means spatchcocking. Today I'm going to teach you how to spatchcock and brine your turkey to give you the most flavorful bird you've ever had, to have the fastest cooking time, and to have the most even cooking for your turkey. So together, we're going to conquer spatchcocking. Let's get started. All right, so time to spatchcock our turkey. So we have our turkey here that's been dried off a little bit, but still has everything inside. I'll show you that. We have our knife, we have our kitchen shears. You're gonna want really strong kitchen shears for this. Okay, make sure that you have very strong scissors. Don't use just normal scissors, that's not gonna work. We have a bowl to catch our giblets and any other parts of our turkey that we wanna use for stock or gravy. We have our large pot here with our large bag set in it for our brine. And then the brine is actually just buttermilk and salt. And that is 3 quarts of buttermilk to half a cup of salt. Because buttermilk is already salty, we really don't need to go crazy with the salt in there. So the first thing we're gonna do is we're going to open this up a little bit. We're gonna reach inside and we're gonna pull out the neck. We're going to take any of this extra kind of fat or any of those pieces that we can take off the turkey. All of these giblets will go over here. All of that can be used to make your stock with, which is of course going to be another video. I do go ahead and trim a little bit of that turkey fat off, just a bit. And then here, if you look at it, we have these little wing tips here. Those wing tips are actually very good for stocks and things like that, so we're actually going to save those. So you just try to find the joint right there. If you see what I just did, this wing, if you see when it moves, it has a little joint. So you just try to find that joint and you just cut right through it. Perfect. All right, so here we have our turkey ready to go, ready to get spatchcocked. So what we're gonna do is we're actually gonna turn this guy over and expose the back right here, okay? So what we're going to do is we are going to actually use scissors to cut along the backbone here. So I'm actually going to start, we can start at the back. So starting at the back, you can see these little divisions right here. That's where I'm going to go. And as you can hear, we are cutting through bone. You're going to want to put a lot of effort into this because it's not super easy to cut through bone. Just be very careful and make sure that you have very sharp scissors. All right, so you can see, cut almost all the way through here. So now we're going to turn this so that we keep the scissors in my dominant hand cutting on my dominant side, which is my right side. So if you were left-handed, you would go opposite. And then same thing. Cut down. Cutting down the back of that turkey. There we go. So, after a little bit of struggle, we have managed to remove our backbone here. We're going to go ahead and set that in our bowl. Go ahead and clean up any of this little giblet mess that we have going on. So what I'm going to do next is I'm actually going to make a little cut down the breastbone here. I'm not going to cut all the way through, but just starting the process. Knife. Flip this guy over. And then with our hands on the breast, we want to push down until you hear that pop. And making that cut on the underside of the belly helps flatten that out. All right, so now we have our turkey here, spatchcocked, ready to go, all butterflied open. So now what we're going to do is we're going to make our brine. So like I said, it takes 3 quarts of buttermilk and half a cup of salt. And I'll go ahead and post that for you to make sure you have it. But what you want to do is you want to take like 1 quart of the buttermilk, go ahead and add it into your large bag right there. Go ahead and add your salt into that. make sure that you seal your bag up. And then pretty much, we're just going to agitate this and make sure that all of the salt gets mixed into that buttermilk before we add all the rest of the buttermilk and your turkey. All right. Add in the rest of our buttermilk. And you can see the pot holds all that together nicely. We're going to take our turkey, bring this guy up here, and we're going to tuck him in to the buttermilk. And if you do happen to have a little spill, if he's in the pot like this, then everything will stay nice and contained. All right. And close that guy up. Press all the air out of it. Create a little vacuum seal. And there's your spatchcocked brine turkey. Go conquer Thanksgiving. So our brined and spatchcocked turkey is in the fridge, and it's going to be there for at least 24 hours. Upwards of 48 is totally good. Whatever you want to do, but at least 24 hours is critical. Whenever you want to cook it, the simplest way to cook it is to put it on a sheet tray with a little rack on top, 400 degrees for 90 to 100 minutes for a 12-pound turkey like that, and you're going to be good to go. Just make sure that whenever you temp it in the thickest part of the leg, and it goes to 165 degrees. Follow these simple steps and you will conquer Thanksgiving. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Thank you very much for watching Spartan Chef. Have a great day, everyone.